hopefully you tall guys are going to be visible. We'll find out. So introduction. So basically, yes, there's 7-inch pads, set distance, and there's 3 places for the game that we look for your attack and defense. You've got the inside game, which is supination. You've got the outside game, which is pronation, and you've got hand control in the middle.
What do you call the Italian beat to 11?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reverse press.
Yeah. I'll show you how to do that. But that was a get out of jail thing. It's not necessarily a good technique. Yeah. He's actually really proficient in every technique. It's just that against someone like Levan, you have to really go out of the box. Yeah. Generally, these are designed for a person who's approaching 6 foot. Is perfect. Yeah. Anything over 6'5" and you start getting problems. Anything under 5'5" and you start getting problems. So the reason is that I'm 5'2" and my range of full power is small on the table. Yeah. So my circle of full power that I can literally lift the most weight is small. If you're really tall, your whole influence is bigger on how heavy weight you can pull. So the best guys are people like Tom Holland for his weight is amazing, where he's maybe 6'3", something like that, 6'2", 6'3", and he's got long arms as well, and his arc is out here. Devon Larratt, he's a little bit over the best height, but the fact is that he's really good at keeping someone into his influence. Yeah. But that's because he uses hand control. So sometimes you can be off of the correct size, but force it. Yeah. Levan's the perfect height. You know, he's 6'3" or 6'2", and so you can get him. He could be entirely in defence, but still pull almost the same weight as in the middle of the table, which is really good. I have to work differently. So for the main things to do on safety. So you're going to be working on your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. So
shoulder.
The deltoid also is under a lot of pressure, and the rotator cuff. Yeah. Side pressure attacks the tendon on the inside of the elbow the most.
Just with the shoulder. Yes,
oh, you'll get it all. Yeah. Wrist is generally this. You've got rotational strength as well. Wow. Yep. So looking at you, I imagine you'll be a top roller. So meaning there is a still hand, still arm, wrist only top roll, traditional top roll, called a high top roll, which suits muscly people. The rotating top roll or the dragging top roll suits people who have an active arm. So that's most people are good at the rotating top roll. We'll find out. So good luck. So what we'll do is we're going to warm up these 3 elements first, just so you don't get injured.
All right.
Yeah. I would say I'm pleased that you went straight to a square shoulder, because a lot of people do this, and you want to keep these close together. Yeah, imagine you're doing shadow boxing. Yeah. Your range of strength is always going to be within this zone on your chest. Yeah. Your arms, it can be larger because you bend your arms out, but your chest you can't go anywhere. So you want to be what is called on or inside the bone line. Yeah. That's on the bone line, that's inside the bone line. So you're going to center your body on the pad, start with your body over the pad, body first over there, literally step to the right. Step to the right, that's better, okay. So we're going to try and keep your body over the pad, and then it will drift away. What will happen is in the dragging top roll, you'll then want to move your body a little bit over there when you're beating the other guy. Little movement. A little bit of movement there, a little bit there, a little there, adds up to a lot of movement at the other guy's hand.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's all about how to pull very heavy weights. Right. It's all arm wrestling is. Basically, you imagine you've got a kettlebell somewhere on the table. Yeah. How would you get your body into a position where you can drag that across the table? Yeah? Imagine that guy's hand is attached to a kettlebell. You can't do it over there. You have to bring yourself to his hand so you can pull him across. Yeah. And there's various things you can do. A thing called back pressure, which is it's like a bent row combined with a post.
there where most of the people do falls because they're how do you call it? Their
elbow
got drug out of the pad.
Yeah, so you want to do, so basically you can row it out and you can do back pressure.
Yeah.
Well, back pressure is actually both.
Yeah.
It's a term, it's a middle term, but it's a very popular term. I like tabletop curls, which is...
I do that a lot.
Yeah, well those are great for what's
Yeah.
called it's defense. It's what's called a supinated post.
Yeah, I did my record was 55 kilos.
Oh!
And both hands on the press, yeah. I did that.
Oh,
You
not one hand.
No one.
Oh no, I do reps with that on one hand. So it's 53 kilos.
I never tried that.
Yeah, we'll have a go. Anyway, so let's see what I'm going to do. We're going to start by getting your hands up here, and we're going to do circles on the hip. And you're going to I'm going to force you that way, then you're going to force me that way.
Alright.
So you're not going to use your wrist, you're going to keep this still.
Yeah.
You're just going to use, that's it, keep your elbow on the pad. You want to feel it here, basically.
Alright.
Yeah. Can you feel the pressure on the side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's important because then during the match you're less likely to hurt. Yeah, it feels horrible, doesn't it? You feel strong, that's good. I thought you would be. Now we're going to do our wrists. Now you can either do a very loose thing like this. Can you hear the click?
I hope.
Yeah. That's because the tendon snaps. Tendon is flat.
Yeah.
So it literally clicks against the bone.
Mm.
So it makes a snapping sound. And what happens is the muscles, as they warm up, they tighten the tent strings. They tighten those tendons.
Alright.
So you're less likely to get an injury. Yeah. So anyone can get an injury. I don't tend to warm up a lot because I'm a lifter. So I get terrible lactic acid very quickly. So I don't like doing this. You're actually weakening me just doing it. But for you, you need to do it. So the trouble I get...
That's my first training for the day, because after I'm going home, I'm going to do I have pulled.
Oh, nice.
Pulled it, yeah.
Well, you know the thumb strength is from that bit there.
Yeah.
Okay, but you'll see when I'm pumped up and I can't move my thumb because that definition goes, and it's because I just get terrible fatigue. You won't have that problem. You'll be able to last a lot longer than me.
Well, I usually when I arm wrestle, like I'm not the fast guy. I like to make
Stay on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
good.
make people get in.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to work on that shoulder, make sure we're not going to get any tears.
Yeah.
We're going to try and keep this as far forward as possible. And I'm going to lean back here,
Yeah.
pressure on there, and then you're going to do the same thing over here. And I never want your head to go over there.
Oh, okay.
I want you to go from there to there, there to there.
All right.
So watch me.
Yeah.
So I don't go there, I go there. And what's happening under the table, I'm trying to push up into the table to shorten the distance.
Yeah.
So it means if you're nearer to the table underneath, you can get more weight.
Yeah.
So as you go there,
Yeah.
and you're going to turn this way.
Okay.
Good. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah. And keep this shape. So literally, you can use that right leg to push your hip up into the table as you come round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. All the way to the pad. All the way over. All the way over. And again. Yeah. Nice. Okay, again, your head's all over the place. So I only ever do this when people start. I don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
So literally, you're going to be doing this. So if I was to let go of you, you will fall over.
All right.
That's important because then you can use. It's something you can't use on sit-down competitions, but in arm wrestling, you want this you want this direction. This direction. As soon as you turn away here, you're opening up, and you run out of options, and you can't physically pin someone if you're down there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm going to see where you go. So just try and beat me, really, and you probably can. I imagine you've got very strong wrists. So just see where you go. Yep. Oh, so you're an inside guy. Nice. Nice. So basically, hook.
Yeah.
It's unusual. So this is called a high hook. What you just did.
It's good.
Yeah, but easy for someone to beat if they open up your arm. So you can keep a high hook and then beat the other guy. You can keep him on your side.
All right.
Yeah. So now I know you're going to do that same thing again. Yep.
So you have to try.
Yes, yeah. Go. So all I did was keep you on my side. I didn't have to put any strength on.
Yeah.
All I did was keep you there. So it just meant you couldn't connect.
Oh yeah.
So the name of the rule is to try and keep him on your side of that. Off
Okay.
the go. You want to get me over there.
Or my influencer.
Yeah. And you want this whole shape just to bring in.
Okay.
Keep up on your own arm.
Use your
And it's
shoulder a
called,
bit.
that's got a high hook because it's from up here and you're basically coming in. And
Yeah.
I tell you, it's really useful.
Which one I did see that? Ross used that. I see that
It's
on his video.
Yes, possibly.
Ross,
Yeah.
Using that
The only thing is, you'll see me do a high hook. I'm always concentrating on this imaginary connection across my shoulders because what you don't want, if someone then beats you away in this direction, you need to be able to follow it so you don't get injured.
Okay.
So it's important that you can change on a dime.
So
Yeah.
change
Protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because some guys are so damn fast. Honestly.
I know.
Yeah, I mean they're just ridiculous. Yeah. It would be nice if I could teach you top roll, but I think at this early stage it's good that you can beat someone at all. You know. Yeah. So I mean it's great. Really unusual to have someone testing the bicep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's everyone hurts my thumb usually, and they all top roll.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first one.
So if we do it again, I'll show you at the top roll. I'll try. I'm not very good at the top roll, but I'll give it a go. So go.
Yeah. So that's the top roll.
Yeah. So you try and stop me. Yeah. Do it again. But tell you what, you've got a good wrist. So basically, that's strong.
All right.
So you need to bring this up, post on me,
Okay.
and try not to move your arm as much. Try and basically you can do these statics. A bit like when you're.
Statics.
Yeah. Imagine you're on that chin-up bar.
All right.
If you can do this, you can put a lot more weight. You notice when I lift in grip,
Yeah.
it's tight in and close.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with my legs.
Same with the deadlifts, because if you're going too far from your reach,
Yeah.
it's much harder. If
It's
you keep
about-
it closer to your legs, to your body, it's much easier.
Yeah, so it's isometric strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did plenty of like isometrics, especially for abs.
Oh,
Doing
cool.
like started planking a lot, like the other one. How do you call it? On the back, with the legs on, hands up.
Nice. You know, doing your legs.
Leg raises and keep it like
I
that.
do a lot of walking and running, but doing your legs actually helps to strengthen your arms in that it's cortisone and other hormones. You produce more of them when you work your
Yeah.
legs. It just helps. I'm drug free and always have been. Well, admittedly in the 90s I was on all the worst or different sort of drugs. But the point is, the
It's
point.
an alcohol free, not just.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't drink, but it's about encouraging your body's own healing process. The thing that you want to avoid is ligament and tendon damage because they take a long time to heal.
I know, trust me, because I.
Three, 4 months every time you damage one. You know.
On the leg, it's about 6.
Really?
6 for a healthy man. If you're older.
Well, if you get a tear, but on tendinitis, it's a 3-month minimum. You know, so tendinitis is micro tears rather than the ligament going. It's just the actual little
Punctures.
abrasion. Well, what happens is you pull that tendon, it starts going pump, pump, pump. You get little bits of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
On interior is not.
Tendinitis,
Yeah.
So you need to get blood into it for it to lay down more tendon, effectively. Yeah, and then strengthen that muscle connection. Yeah. So really good. Try and keep up here. Try and keep on your side,
Yeah.
and try to keep tight and close.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also on a high hook, you want to try and get over to this position so you can.
More close.
Yeah. And you don't want to be pushing down. You want to be. Watch me. So when I'm doing a high hook,
You just
I'm
drag
up
it,
here.
not pushing.
I'm not down here.
Yeah.
That's called a tricep press.
Yeah.
The best place to do a tricep press, nothing wrong with it, is on the base of the thumb there.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't push into someone's arm because they post too easy. Yeah. So you want to find height.
Yeah.
In arm wrestling, most times you're going to find height. If guys are top rolling me,
How do you find the tall guys?
well, we've got a 7-foot guy in our club called David Sands.
Well,
So
maybe I try to bring my cousin as well, because he's like in arm wrestling, but he's like, let's say like the height of 11, 192, something like that.
right.
I'm 183. I beat him, but it's quite hard because, as you said, it's the height.
Yeah, David, because he's got such a long arm,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to get into an angle where where you're getting him over.
Yeah,
He only needs to post.
exactly.
Yeah, so it's a very big challenge for me. Luckily, in competitions, I don't usually have to go against really tall people. But you know, in the middleweight, there's some
No.
tall people.
I'm about 86 kilos. So
Right. Yeah. I'm about 72 kilos at the moment, so I'm very fat.
I've been 72 last year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
that's not
I've been a bit over the 75 before, but I need to for the sit-down competition in May. I need to be heavy.
I did sit down as well with a friend because he said that he wants to do like arm wrestling, like standing down.
Oh well, for sit-down to be good, you want to be close.
Yeah, and I know.
You have a massive advantage over most people in the sit-down because you use a high hook.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
but I know.
because you try and open up a high hook, it's not
he
easy.
didn't want to do it. He
No.
didn't let me to use anything. He just straight away, like strength-wise.
Well, you've got instinct in unusual.
Yeah.
So you're maybe 10% at the most people do what you do. So if you get good at that, that's good. You know. Let's see if we can get you top rolling as well. It's nice if you could do both.
Just to be sure.
Yeah. So okay. So a dragging top roll.
Yeah.
Basically, I put. Can you feel pressure
Yeah.
forwards on your thumb?
Yeah.
Fingers go down into your
Yeah,
hand,
yeah.
and I'm pulling onto your thumb.
Yeah.
As that goes down, this wrist comes up
Yeah.
and opens up this shape here.
Yeah.
So that's a dragging top roll, and it's called a dragging because you're doing a tiny little arc with your elbow.
Like turning a bulb light. Something
Yeah,
like that.
so you're going to do this tiny little moon shape with your elbow as you move. So watch my elbow.
Oh yeah. So coming from
Yeah.
behind to front.
It's
like
exact. Yeah, you not like, but yes, it's that.
Yeah.
And the other type, the inside game where you do the same thing,
Yeah.
is called a hook and drag. That's a hook and drag. Similar. You can almost deliberately put it on tape, like you could practice by putting some tape in that shape. Practice getting your elbow to follow that shape.
All right.
And then it will help you because within, again, it's like anyone on the table. Within that shape, you can pull a lot of power. If you go outside that shape, less power.
That's all right.
Yeah. So in fact, if you can completely lose it, you know.
Yeah.
So again, at high top roll, unsurprisingly, the longer the lever, the better because you can go further out.
Yeah.
So that's not high top roll, dragging top roll.
Yeah.
High top roll is much simpler. So a high top roll is a post. Yep, and you're going to have a flat top to your hand,
Yep.
and you're going to go sideways.
Where I see them a lot of doing plenty of that.
Yeah, it's really, yeah, you want to
Leaning
post.
back.
Again, watch my shoulder comes forwards like this.
Yeah.
Elbow comes up to give myself room to go.
Yeah.
And literally, actually Tom Holland's great, so you literally go, this is the quickest move in arm wrestling.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
so,
why I lose the fast.
yeah, so literally like that. So,
Well,
up here.
that's why I will lose. Probably strength-wise, not so many, but on the speedy.
Yeah, but you can be strong against it, provided you keep this. Imagine you pull down into the guy's hand on the setup.
Yeah.
Through there, through the top of my hand. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yep. And that way, I know I've got you there.
Okay.
Yeah, because it opens you up very naturally. Yeah.
So how you?
So it's all
Defend
about
against that.
pressure. Well, so you there's two things you can do. You literally have to
Talk to you.
like this out
Yeah.
and slip. Usually it slips.
Yeah.
Or you have to do a high hook into it, and it's not
So basically,
for,
what I'm doing.
well, not quite, because you can hook to top roll.
Yeah.
So it's actually supination
Yeah.
as a defensive move. You can then top roll out of it.
So that's
So
that's an attacking. Like,
It's attacking. So
Yeah.
if you're up there,
yeah.
yep. So you're pushing down into my
Yeah.
hand there. So
And
literally,
I'm just doing that.
so yeah, no, but I'm defending. Imagine you're going sideways. So I would literally have to go douche, then I go there, or douche, and then I do that.
All right.
So either. But the point is, you don't go for those. You stop the other guy.
All right.
Yeah, see, all you concentrate. If the guy sets up high like that, you
Yeah.
know what he's going to try and do.
Okay.
So you think, oh, I'm in trouble here. He
Alright.
might hurt me. So I'm going to really. And you know, my shoulder comes up for one reason. This shoulder comes up, so that if he does catch me, I've got room to go without him breaking my arm.
Yeah.
Yep. So the worst thing that happens is my arm just opens up. But if I do catch him, at least I've got something to
drop to.
back on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of,
Knowledge.
tactics. Yeah. Let's get Andrew on here. He's looking bored, and you guys can have a bit of fun, and then probably do both hands. So if you start on the right,
Well, that's another.
yeah, you can warm up. I don't want to warm up again. I'll keep this running, and actually, I'll just make sure I'll get. I still need to issue last week's training session, so trouble is trying to get the time to actually do it. I'll do it. I just need to. I'll get around to it today. So yeah. So Andrew's flushed from some success recently. He's won a couple of matches. So he's. What the last one was in his weight in his age category, so in his 60s.
We should be like that when I'm older.
Yeah, I'm going to be knackered by the time I'm his age. Because I don't just do arm wrestling. I do most. I arm wrestle to teach, but I do most of the grip.